Greetings. Welcome to night not 7, not 8, but I think it's 9 now. I was off by 1 yesterday. We've already had night 7. So that was night 8. This is night 9. And this is what we're looking at today, which is Bevel Gears. Now, I had some tough times with this. Let me just get these and take this apart and actually show you what this looks like. Now I've got these, this thing I call the holder for the bevel gears, and I had to really file this down so that these gears would actually fit on it. It turns out in Fusion 360, when you partially add a thread to a cylinder, it actually changes the radius of the rest of the cylinder. So I needed to see that ahead of time, but I didn't. So I had to, work with what I had. It took over, I think, half an hour to file it down. I printed another version with it's much smaller, but it turns out Fusion 360 was overriding my changes due to the step where I add the threading. So you learn from that, but even though even printing the other part, it just gave me exactly the same thing. So I worked with what I have. I filed that down and was able to add in the gears as they were printed. And I also added these little threads inside here, so you can screw these in. My hands are a little shaky right now because of all the effort it takes to sand or file away at plastic like this. So you get something like that. So the point of bevel gears is that you can get something that's rotating in one axle or axis and get it to rotate in another axis like this. So I can rotate this gear at the bottom, or not really, because I think I tightened it too much. Oof, that's really awfully tight. Okay, let's try the other side. You rotate this. Okay, that's very tight. The other thing is I sanded these two axles down. Based off of a specific gear. So this will probably do better if I swap them like this. So I definitely do need to reprint this a little better, so I don't have to spend extra time just working on the part. So let's redo this. Yeah, now it's much smoother now that I sanded it down for both parts and I swapped them properly. Does that make any sense? I'm probably going to reshoot this. If not, I'm sorry. But basically you rotate one gear on this axis, like so, and then the other gear on top rotates too. So that's pretty much that. So this idea is to connect rotating something one direction like this and cause this gear to allow the other thing to rotate. So this, and this, all three of these things are supposed to somehow fit together. So let's see. So you've got to set up something similar to this. It's going to be very difficult to hold. So what you have is this whole thing that you've already seen. Just refer to older videos, the last video, blog 8, to see what this does. But say that you have a crank that's going this way. This gear starts rotating. Then this gear starts rotating, which in turn allows this gear, or this part, to rotate right here. So you could have something that goes like that and back. Well, that's pretty much that. It's really hard to illustrate what I want using just 3 separate parts and holding them together, but I hope you've got an idea now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Gears.